Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the TB&J podcast. With me today is Troy Brittingham.
That's me.
I am Jeff Ackerman. D is here with us as well today.
I am also here.
You are, and today,
We
guys,
did not replace D with a robot. Don't worry about it.
we are covering episode 4 of Creature Commandos on HBO Max.
Like he's
Now
not
you
AI. I don't
played
know why
it.
you asked.
Theme music.
Yeah. TB&J! Almost hit the wrong button.
Commentary.
The buttons are color-coded, so I know which ones to hit.
What holiday is coming up, D?
You're Troy.
I don't think that was an appropriate answer to the question.
Ha ha ha, you're right.
1 second, let me reboot it.
I wasn't listening correctly.
Chat GPD.
You said a thing that was humorous.
All right.
That's a good joke, Jeff.
Oh my God, I hate you. D, I'll start with you real quick. Thumbs up, thumbs down on episode 4.
I don't like giving accurate opinions.
So,
I thumbs up.
of course, I already knew that answer.
Yeah.
Troy, because you weren't present for the first 3 episodes, how are you feeling? Let's just do 1 through 4, thumbs up, thumbs down. How you feeling about Creature Commandos?
I'm thumbs up on the whole show so far.
Yeah, you know what? Me too. This
It's
show
very
is
fun.
fucking amazing. I'm really loving the James Gunn DC verse so far.
Yep.
I know I had my concerns when last we spoke.
I'm
that-
scared every time James Gunn makes something because I'm worried I'm going to dislike it this time.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
You
like,
think that this is the time you don't believe
I'm
in
like,
him?
oh no, it's going to happen. Then it just keeps not happening.
Yeah.
Terrified. I'm
you're like
terrified for the day.
The second people stop believing in Joel Embiid, that's when he goes off
I've
for
said
like
this
40
before.
points.
I'm just worried one of these days it'll be like, yep, he's been.
Troy, timeout. Joel Embiid, what sport does he play? Uh-huh.
Baseball.
No.
Yep.
Basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
What team is he on?
The 76ers.
Okay, there you go. All right, you got a thing.
I
Good job.
didn't think you guys would care about anybody else.
I also care about the Boston Celtics, which is weird because they're a divisional rival.
Hey, guess who doesn't care about that? Anyone listening
Yeah, sports is my nerd thing.
How can you care about Boston?
Because the guy
Just
who
the
got
whole state.
the guy who got
whole
me into
state?
basketball is a big Celtics fan, so I know a lot of Celtics stuff, even though I'm a Sixers fan.
I just want people.
It doesn't
on the
make
podcast
sense.
To know that
I know.
don't think that Boston's a state.
Okay.
Do you know
It's a state of mind. Anywho, Creature Commandos is fucking amazing. I'm kind of... They killed G.I. Robot last episode, and it seems like for good, because he's not coming back, at least not yet.
Yeah.
He's still in the opening title sequence, but like that doesn't
Triumphant
mean
return commencing in 6 episodes.
Shit. I mean, he's a robot. They could, in theory,
yeah,
rebuild
I
him,
mean,
right?
they're here at number 2. Like I said, he's perfect group material of like, oh, we have a new version of robot, but doesn't remember Fish Girl exactly. Oh no, like
Oh,
I get
man.
it. Like it's gonna be fine.
Are these Nazis?
That's who we're. Nazi Ed. Don't worry. So yeah, I like the Weasel stuff. It was heartbreaking.
So heartbreaking.
I knew where this ending was going as he's grabbing her, but it was really. It's hard to call it well done because to watch a girl get ragdolled by the guy, like it's wrong on all accounts. Like it wouldn't have been great either way, but him, you know, but the irony of the ending was really, really heart wrenching.
yeah, he's having PTSD flashbacks in his sleep.
like, oh, he's probably just chasing squirrels, and like that's the name of the episode. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah, I was like, oh God, oh
Goddamn.
man. How do you feel about Frankenstein and Rick being best buds now?
Yeah, I like it.
That was fucking weird.
It's Rick Flag in James Gunn. Rick Flag in all his senior and junior forms is best used as a good-natured, capable fall guy.
Sure.
Is the best
Absolutely.
way I can describe it. Like he's set up to kind of like be a good both point of view character for all the crazy, be your standard kind of like, you know, knight in shining armor character, like your Tom Cruise-esque guy, but
Sure.
also just in over his head, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
A little
He's
bit.
deliberately defying orders from Amanda Waller
Yeah.
to kill the princess. and it appears he's about to go rogue to try to save her, which is very illegal and against his chain of command. So he could be court-martialed for that. I don't care how high up the chain you are. Still illegal to abandon orders and then directly do what you were told not to do. So it's
what his son did.
Yeah, he is doing what his son
on that side, that time on the wrong side. Whatever.
I feel like I don't have a whole lot of frame of reference, or at least I don't feel like he has enough reason to do that. It feels like a man of his stature in the military certainly knows that he is throwing away his career to do this. So he either desperately thinks this is the right thing to do, or that fucking princess pussy was real good, apparently.
I bet it was.
Troy,
show your thoughts. How was that princess pussy?
Great, apparently.
Yeah?
Yeah, seems good.
What are your deep, intricate thoughts?
On the show or on the princess pussy?
Yes.
Why would you... What? He meant the show.
Okay, I was just asking. I seemed
okay,
like
why
I was
would
confused.
you assume it was the princess
It
pussy?
seemed like we were leaning toward... Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
the show, of course. The next series from James Gunn's brain.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you don't... He wouldn't trust a witch lady after his dead son dated a witch lady.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think anybody in the entire DC universe trusts Amanda Waller's judgment on anything.
Fair.
Especially since they established the continuity is still
yeah,
the same.
I mean,
so that was...
It's some good groundwork.
I was wondering, do you think that the vision at the end of like her taking over the world and the whole world ending is going to happen, and it's going to be successful? The world does end.
It's funny you say that, because I was literally going to bring that up. In her vision, the vision that she sees of the Justice League on crosses, specifically the Superman cape as a flag all tattered, that is the cover of the Death of Superman DC Comics movie that came out a few years ago. I don't remember. It was from the animated department, obviously.
It was really bad. I put it on the other day.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah.
I actually didn't see it.
The animation was bad.
Oh, it was bad animation and stuff? Yeah.
I don't know if they were trying to go for like a look similar to that artist who did Dan Jurgens or something. I forget. Like, whoever did.
Like the original Death of Superman comic?
Yeah, but it was kind of it's a bit of a over muscly style, and it was,
oh yeah, a little bit of Rob Liefeld where everybody's just like super big and ripped.
No, it wasn't quite that. It was just like a little precursor to it. It just, for whatever it was, it didn't transfer well, I feel like, to animation for them. I didn't care for it.
Okay.
And I feel like they were also mixing it with the new 52 look, and that was also just, it was all off.
You're right, by the way. That was Dan Jurgens from the original Death of Superman, 1993.
And he's all right, but like I think he gets more eccentric, and I feel like they don't mimic his style then. They make him mimic style, like whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But it didn't look good. I don't think it was that, though. I just think, will it happen, if that's the question? I don't know, maybe. Probably if they needed to.
Yeah.
For what I remember, there was like, Peacemaker was there, and like there was a bunch of other kind of stuff where I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know who's all going to be there at that point. So
sure. But I did think it was fascinating that she is a person of Themyscira, so she is an Amazonian. She is like decently related to Wonder Woman or something like that. They're all Amazonian women.
She's a big Wonder Woman villain, yeah.
Yeah. So she probably is clairvoyant. That probably is real. And that was a vision she saw. Now, it could be just like every other comic book vision, like Doctor Strange in Endgame, where it's like different realities, different futures that could or could not happen.
Right, we got to stop it.
Yeah. And her vision was the princess just killing the Justice League. But, like, how on earth is she going to kill the Justice League with her dudes in all their little armored suits? I don't think they stand a chance against Superman.
Princess Pussy?
I mean, unless that Princess Pussy is just that good. I still feel like Superman one-handed kills all those people.
Well, Gorilla Grodd was on her side.
Okay, I didn't catch that.
So you didn't see Gorilla Grodd come in?
I did see Gorilla Grodd. I like Gorilla Grodd.
Okay. And then
he takes on the Flash, so I'm sure he's got something.
my other question to Troy specifically.
He also went after Barack Obama that one time in Legends of Tomorrow, a terrible show.
Wait, really?
Yeah, there's a funny scene about it. I'll show you afterwards.
Oh,
It's
boy.
very funny and very bad.
I was going to ask.
Barack Obama.
Oh,
It's almost exactly that. He says, I'm going to make America grot again. That's a real line in the show.
America great again.
It's really bad. It's one of the worst shows CW has ever made.
I love it.
Oh,
Wait, what was that?
Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. It's really bad.
Huh.
I want to watch it.
Okay. Troy, I was going to ask you, what comic history are you aware of with, like, this character and, like, the Commandos in general?
I don't know this person
I know all
at
the Commandos are, like, really, really minor.
I know a few of the Commandos. I know Dr. Phosphorus because he's in a bunch of episodes of Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
Yes.
He I know Weasel from the other BC movie season.
Yeah.
I know
An original creation.
Yeah, we established that last episode.
Yep.
The original Weasel was completely different. James Gunn just took the name, basically, and just made a new thing. And put his brother in the suit, because why not?
I don't know Robot. I don't know Bride. And I don't know Mina.
But I mean, you know the Bride and you know Frankenstein.
Sure, yeah,
And
I know them.
and what they and their premises are pretty.
Yeah, I see them and I know who they are.
You know the
Yeah,
premise.
super classic.
Yeah,
two of them.
I get it.
They're old English astute, but also
Mina I even get to an
Complete-
extent.
well, they're erudite, but
Mhm.
they lack social couth, but are incredibly capable. Like it's a classic. They're British. Which is basically what
Yeah.
it is, right? Like they sound like they with like the same characters. You have very similar characters on like Vox Machina,
Mhm.
like with the brother and sister. I don't know if anyone watches that show, but everybody should.
Well, I watched the Critical Role, which is that, but
Is it?
yeah,
It's there.
everything that happens that is just stuff that happened in. I don't know if it's exactly one to one.
I don't know either, but it's interesting to do that because like I cry at that show. Anyway, that's like usually the best set of it that I watch pretty much every time it's out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
So
I am very curious to see where this show goes as well. Now that we're past episode 4, because I think this is also an 8-episode TV series, similar
yeah.
to the Star Wars one that we are covering as well, Skeleton Crew. Nope, I lied. This is a 7-episode series.
Seven's a weird number.
So we've only got 3 left. That's surprising as hell. So I guess it's gonna end with them.
no,
either-
it's not. It probably just means that he has 7 episodes worth of stuff, and he might have to go a little bit long on episode 7 or something, and not like. That's my guess. Is like, and he's not.
Well, no.
He's not He's not a Star Wars in upwards.
He's
Like,
not
what do we
milking
have?
it.
What do we have? 3 episodes worth? Let's make it 8.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I meant like this is probably just going to end with like the battle and then the princess either getting saved or killed. It's not going to go too much further into Cersei's vision or anything like that. That's going to be set up for the future. And I imagine Death of the Justice League, that vision there, that might even be like a long ass like callback that we won't see for a year or two in like a film or something. Since he established that this is after Peacemaker, and this is also prior to the Superman movie
It's gonna
coming
be
out
Aaron
next year.
Lewis, man.
It's all
Aaron
going to be the
Lewis.
same universe.
It's Aaron Lewis all over again.
Yeah. So
Gonna
I
be
mean, who knows, man? I'm very curious to see what happens for sure, because fucking James Gunn knows what the fuck he's doing when it
And
comes to writing and
Superman
directing.
looks pretty cool.
Mhm.
Superman.
Yeah, we saw the
trailer
Superman
drop.
release.
I'm excited
Trailer.
for it.
Superman trailer teaser thing came
I'm
out
into it.
last week.
I'm into it.
I'm more excited because every now and then I just scroll online and just see what like Snyder fans are up to,
Yeah.
and they all hate it. Well, actually, they're arguing over whether or not it's okay for them to hate it,
Oh my goodness gracious.
or for them to like it rather.
Is it was Snyder like gonna be the guy before?
Snyder was the guy for that
and
was
then
Batman
Justice
vs.
League
Superman and
tanked,
everything.
and then they went to.
No, well,
It was a little more
They
complicated.
look at
than
like
that,
didn't Snyder's daughter die?
Yes.
Yeah, and he backed out.
And
then Whedon came in.
Whedon came in and kind of ruined everyone's experience, and then they push for the Snyder cut. Meanwhile, like the characters of that created universe, you could say that any of those movies, all the way up to the Flash, that was released like this past summer,
Mm.
were still in that universe.
Yeah.
I don't.
That was still the universe that Zack Snyder created.
Oh yeah. That's true.
So that is the universe, and like, arguably, when you're in Peacemaker, you're still in that universe, right? So like everything has been in that, and what we've been doing is meshing them, and we're kind of like recanonizing it, like Star Wars, where it's like some of that stuff is old canon, and basically, since Creature Commandos is the official first thing of the new DCU, anything that they reference, such as Suicide Squad, is retroactively canonized.
It's basically going to be anything that James Gunn already worked on is kind of going to get grandfathered in.
Yeah, I actually...
And whatever he likes. He likes Waller stuff, so...
Yeah, I was just looking into it. So, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad is canon, as is Peacemaker, Creature Commandos, and Superman coming out next year.
But I'm wondering if they're going to end the world with Creature Commandos and then be like, Superman's actually the first thing, but a bunch of people made the jump into this universe.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I would love to see Gal Gadot come back as Wonder Woman. I think she did really good in that role. It was pretty good casting. Her acting is a little one note, but so is Wonder Woman in the comics, really. And I feel like if you write it the right way, yeah. If you write it the right way, it could be fine. Momoa as Aquaman has way too much fun to not come back.
Here's the issue. Yeah, I disagree with both things.
Really?
Yeah, Wonder Woman's Gal Gadot's fine, but Wonder Woman 2 was bad.
Wonder Woman 2
we discussed
bad.
that at length on this podcast.
It was really, really bad. It had no reason to be bad. It could have been better.
They had all the time and budget they wanted.
They had Chris Pine.
They had Chris Pine.
Chris Pine.
That's a big one.
It's a big.
They had Pedro Pascal.
You made him get raped. You made Chris.
Yeah.
He somehow did that.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. And you
Forgot
took
about
away his
that.
mustache, and it was no one liked that. No one liked that.
No. He's
No one
an
liked that.
attractive man, but
Anyway, here's the thing. The taste will always be bad on that, and you need somebody that can work through that kind of movie. And that's Wonder Woman needs to be wondrous. That's one thing. Secondly, who was the other one?
Jason Momoa?
Yeah, dude is not Aquaman anymore. Okay,
No.
he's listen. You gotta let these guys go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you gotta let them eat.
I'm happy to let
gotta let
Affleck
him-
go.
You gotta let them like rest a little bit. You know, you can't do this to these people forever.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't need to see any of them again.
I don't need.
No.
to see
I don't want to see any of them again, or at least not for a while.
I don't need to see Aquaman unless James Gunn has like.
I hear he
don't know.
fucks fish.
Well, you fucking hated the Aquaman movies.
They were bad.
I
man.
haven't seen them. I
great.
won't.
They're not. They're bad. They're bad.
I know I
They're bad.
just said I would like Jason Momoa to come back, but like that's because the
ab-
man seems to have fun in the role. It's less that he was good.
My absolute favorite thing in the first Aquaman movie is anytime they don't know what to do at the end of a scene, they're like, so where do we go now that we have the thing? And then it pans out to a faraway shot where you can see the wall behind the characters, and then the wall explodes and a bunch of bad guys come in, they fight them, and then they get away. And they do that about 9 times in the movie. It's their only way to transition into a new scene that they had.
Cool.
Pretty
It was so funny.
That
It's
sounds
bad.
like a bad director.
No, it's bad writing all around. Like there's an old adage of like, you can't have "and" in between your bullet points.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh.
you need to have, it has to be "and therefore," or so. Like in between, like in between every book, like so this happens and therefore this happens. Like so, like it has to be theirs, but it can't just be like and then this and then this and then this
Mhm.
and that's what those movies are.
That is what
You're like,
Aquaman is.
I hate it. I hate everything. Nothing makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, I never saw the second one. The first one I don't hate as much as you, but I don't think it's good.
It's so bad.
I
It
think I'm
looks
charmed
bad.
by how bad the first. But
Anyway, it's the opposite of what we're watching right now.
Yes,
which is
no,
Creature
this
Commandos,
is
because
fun
this
and
is
good.
Fun, good, fun to listen to. Music is great as always. A solid, straight up storyline, and nothing to complain about. So
No, yeah, nothing
You
to
know,
complain about at all
it's-
so
it's
far,
good
and we got
stuff,
3
good
episodes left for them to wrap
I'm
it up and
excited
put a little
about
bow on
it.
it.
It gets me excited about James Gunn's universe. 'Cause
Honestly, me
So,
too. And
between this and the Superman trailer, I'm feeling pretty hopeful about it.
I'm feeling very hopeful for the future of the DCU.
they definitely got a leg up on Marvel right now. I would say
Oh yeah. I think
we could go ahead and cover some what if, but
no, I don't want to do that.
It's and they're fine. They're good animation for Marvel.
I don't want to harp on the Marvel train too much, but I will say I feel like casting Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom feels like a big step backwards into like their safety blanket.
Yeah,
and I don't like that. I don't know.
They'll make it work. I think as they eventually transition, their transition didn't work, right? So like, you know what I think they can do with all this?
Shove it up their butt.
Shove it right up the wrist.
Hey, whoa.
What I think they can
Calm
do
down.
is like obviously they need to transition into a new or reboot universe of some sort, like DC is doing. But their transition got fucked up by the pandemic.
They promised us Kang, and now they have to backtrack all that.
They have to backtrack all this stuff. So they're like, you know what? We fucking end it with this. Let's do a cold reboot of the ending from there and take it from the top. Like, so it's
they
like,
could.
I can see them doing it. I can see them kind of bringing it back, like, oh, that craziness was just all this, and then, oh, that's really fun. Okay, I'm
have
back
Tony
in,
Stark wake up in bed and be
here's
like, "Oh,
your
what a
new
crazy
guy."
dream!"
That's
Well,
it.
then you start getting.
He
like,
just keeps staring into that snow globe.
Well, then you get
Rosebud.
into Terminator territory at that point, where you're just like, no, don't worry about that. That movie didn't happen. Oh, we're doing Terminator 2 again.
Also, Halloween did that
yeah.
when the reboot in 2016 happened, because they have the kids like, "Oh, I thought he was her sister." No, that was just a stupid lie people made up. It's like, all right, cool. Way to shit on Halloween 3 and 4.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay because Halloween Ends was great and we loved it, right?
It was fine. It was fine.
You did not like it.
Anyway, everybody, we want to wish you a merry, happy, and a happy New Year, and a thing. We want to say hi to Satan.
Yeah.
Santa. What did I say?
Hail Satan.
Hail Santa.
No.
I mean,
It's the
Santa.
sleigh guy. The sleigh guy.
Slay. Yeah.
Yeah, he slays tons.
Slays.
No. That's not the reindeer. The
Creeps
reindeer.
into people's houses.
The presents. He gives people presents.
I mean, he has a very
He's
big presence.
present in their home at night when they're asleep,
Sure.
right?
Yes.
And he knows when they're sleeping.
That is true.
And he knows when they're awake.
Right. Yeah.
And he
That's-
dreams of boys and sugar plums.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
like
pretty
the way
sure
you
that's what-
said it.
Yeah, the sugar plums dance in their heads.
Yep.
Mhm.
What is a sugar plum?
I bet Santa knows.
Is it like a Jordan almond? Like, what the fuck?
It's like Michael Jordan.
Oh, way to make a sports reference, bud.
His tongue's out.
No, I think he was
30
he's
years
the-
old, but
He's the actor from Space Jam.
And that just
oh, right.
and calling it Michael Jordan just means his tongue's out.
Not LeBron James.
Also, the actor from Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam 2.
The much better Space Jam.
Yeah, with
That's
Algae
what
Rhythm.
everybody says.
Algae Rhythm is my favorite.
The
character
Terminator
of all
2 of Space Jam.
time.
Do you know what monumentous event occurred recently with LeBron James?
He
Lost his virginity.
did a big junk,
No.
a big dunk, not a
He
big
took
junk.
he took the court
Took a big
for an
dump.
NBA team with his son, Bronny James, on the same team.
Wait, one more time.
Bronny James, his son,
We had an out.
got drafted.
We had an out for this episode,
Oh, yeah, we
and you
did.
have 100%
I like
ruined
talking
it.
about
So I'm
sports.
bringing it back.
All right,
I'm bringing it
that's
back.
the end of the episode. There you go. Much more abrupt. I love it this way.
And that's how you end things.
We get it, D. You hate sports.
The
Except hockey.
sloppier the ending.
No, I
the
hate
slop-
you.
Oh,
So different.
That's why he didn't get you a Christmas present.
no, he did get me a Christmas
Oh
present.
shit! Fuck
You didn't.
Damn it!
You loser.
D isn't the asshole.
For once.
Is that your like Reddit "Am I the asshole" post?
You're asexual.
That's true.